Hey everyone, it's Daxani. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So last time I drew the water element as the ultimate VSCO girl. If you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. I'll put it in the little info thingy here in the corner. This time I decided to draw the fire element as the ultimate VSCO girl. But go ahead and leave a comment below to let me know if you would like to see the element earth or air next. So I was scrolling through Pinterest to get more ideas on what other items I can include for this theme, and and see what other items makes a girl a VSCO girl. In the last video, of course, there's puka shells, scrunchies, bright colored backpack, the hydro flask water bottle and such. I wasn't planning to add a drink in this one, but then one of many pictures came up on Pinterest as I was searching VSCO girl. A lot of people had pictures of Starbucks drinks in their hands, so I decided to have this character hold an iced coffee. She's a fire element, it's hot outside, so let's cool things down with some iced coffee. My personal favorite is white chocolate mocha coffee, as far as iced coffee goes, and sometimes I'll do that caramel macchiato, but most summer days I will get the caramel frappuccino with extra caramel. For the pose, I had to look up different backpack holding poses on Pinterest, and I think I typed it out just like that. Backpack holding poses. References. That's what I typed. Because I didn't really get to show off the complete backpack in the first VSCO girl drawing I did. It was just on the shoulder, but she was facing towards us. So thus I wanted to show the backpack off in this drawing, and it was challenging because my anatomy sucks, yet this was really great practice for me either way. I mean, her elbows, they need to be further down, I think, and the hand holding the iced coffee looks a little bit odd, and even her face, it's not proportioned correctly, which I noticed like after the fact I colored everything in and hit save on the complete drawing, but whatever, it is what it is. This is for practice. I'm always learning and we're here to practice. I might redraw this in a few years, who knows. But those are just some of the flaws that I have noticed. But hold up, check it real quick. I definitely drew a booty on her though. She hella thick, y'all. Damn, that booty is nice. Damn! I did a good job. I did a great job on that booty. At first, I thought I would scrap it. I thought I would scrap this whole drawing and cop out and start to draw a pose that I'm more comfortable with. Thankfully, I was pretty satisfied with the pose, and that badonkadonk is what convinced me to keep the drawing the way it is, honestly. I think it's so perfectly shaped. I think it looks good. Huh? I'm really happy that I didn't cop out by doing just a portrait drawing this time. And it's at least, at least past her waist. I think I might have drawn something that was like past the waistline. I could be wrong. I'm sure I have sketches. I don't know if I ever posted anything because my sketches in my sketchbook everything's practice in there. But I was pretty determined to do a pose that I've never really done before. So hey, this is awesome. It looks good so far. And the finished product actually looks really decent. So I may not be proud of the anatomy of the pose, however, I'm just proud of myself for actually going through with it and keeping it and not copping out to doing something that I'm more comfortable with. Like, that's part of growing and learning, is stepping out of your comfort zone. Did I say comfort? Comfort zone. Oh my god. Also, I really loved how the hair came out. I decided to add like some highlights at the bottom of her hair, because I think it kind of helps with the warmth of the drawing. I didn't want to make it all one color, so there's some highlights in there. And for some reason, I've come to this realization that if I don't know what to do exactly with the hair style-wise, I tend to draw buns. I just realized that while watching the speed paint. Thinking back to my older sketches that I've done, I would say a good amount of characters had buns in their hair. Now I'm thinking about learning how to do different hairstyles for my characters. I would love to add braids to my characters, but it's just hella tedious. I mean, whether it's like a single braid, like French braid, something that's like, that looks like it's braided on the scalp. I don't know how one goes about drawing that. I know there's a way, but I just, like, if I were to see it, I wouldn't even be able to reference it on my own. I would have to like actually look up a step-by-step process on how to do that. Like even with like drawing one braid, I always need to look at a step-by-step process on how to draw a braid. And you know, there's like a bunch of stuff that shows you like different tips on like easier ways to draw a braid, but for me it's still hard. I don't know. But you know, dreads used to be super tedious for me, and I didn't really care for it. But then as I kept drawing characters with more braids, dreads, I even have a friend who has dreads, and I drew him a couple of times, and I think that second time when I did a redrawing of him, I was like, damn, my dreads got even better. So that was pretty cool, and now dreads, they come easier to me than before, and I'm a little bit quicker in drawing dreads now than the first time. So I'm pretty sure if I, you know, start learning how to draw braids more, it's going to be the same thing, you know. It's just going to come quicker for me, and it's going to be easier, and I'm going to like it more. I regret not spending time on the details of the backpack, though, because it just looks like a hot mess, you guys. But the little flowers that I added inside the pocket, just to give it this aesthetic look, it made it somewhat cute again, so there's that. But you know, let's face it, it's kind of weak. I think that's the weakest part in this drawing, is the backpack, and maybe the butterflies too. Like, they're just really simple. I didn't really know how to go into details, but yeah, I mean, I'm being really honest right now with myself. Going back to the backpack, I wanted to draw the style of the Kanken backpacks, but I put the fire element symbol on it instead of the actual logo. And I also gave her a gold fire element symbol as one of her earrings as well. Being that this VSCO girl is the fire element, I want to work with mostly warm colors. There is a blue stripe on her shirt, and of course, you know, her blue jeans, and there's pink. But I think the blue and pink works pretty good with the warm colors, especially since it's not like a lot of blues and pinks. For the lighting that you'll see at the end, I worked with it last minute, so I didn't record that process, but hopefully this makes sense. I'm going to try, but I merged all of the layers together, not the background or the butterflies, but after I merged the rest, like basically just her body and backpack and stuff, I merged all of those layers, and then I did a clipping mask and used a gradient of a light yellow and pink. I set that sucker on multiply, and I got that sunset looking shadow on her. So that's how I did that. I love doing that, honestly. But yeah, I can see myself redrawing this one specifically, because, you know, once I get that anatomy right, then, you know, I'm gonna go back to this and redraw it. so within due time. But if you guys enjoyed watching this speed paint, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are new and watching, welcome to the channel, and please subscribe. Don't feel obligated to, it's just a suggestion. But thank you guys for listening, thanks for watching, and I shall chat with you soon in the next video. Bye!